So our guest speaker tonight, I think, is one of our distinguished old boys in a long line of distinguished old boys at the school. Nobel Prize winners, politicians. There are a lot of you in the audience from my era who might remember Piet Koornhof coming here. He's not an old boy, by the way. Piet Koornhof coming here to dedicate the school as a national monument. You remember that, Glenn? And he gave us, and I remember it vividly for the mere fact that he gave us half a day off. And his reasoning for it was any school that could produce both Albert Herzog, at that stage the leader of the Herstichte Nationale Partij, and Peter Hain, who was a prominent anti-apartheid activist, deserved a half a day off. And so we were most grateful to the two of them for that opportunity. Tonight, our guest speaker is Edwin Cameron, who's been a Justice of South Africa's highest court, the Constitutional Court, since January the 1st, 2009. He matriculated here in 1970. He went to university at Stellenbosch, and at Oxford he was a Rhodes Scholar. And on the, in the foyer is a list of the 19 old boys who have been Rhodes Scholars, only 2 in the last 25 years. A wonderful achievement to be a Rhodes Scholar. In the apartheid era, he was a human rights lawyer. President Mandela appointed him a judge in 1994. And before the Constitutional Court, he was a judge of the Supreme Court of Appeal for 8 years and a judge in the High Court for 6 years. He was an outspoken critic of President Mbeki's AIDS denialist policies, and his prize-winning memoir, Witness to AIDS, has been published in South Africa, in Britain, and in America, and translated in Germany and in China. His latest book, which he's kindly donated 10 copies of, and I was asked actually maybe 20 minutes ago to just mention that there are 4 left at 250 Rand, and Judge Cameron is giving the proceeds to the school, but I've since been told they're all gone, I'm afraid. But his latest book, Justice, A Personal Account, published in 2014, won the South African Literary Award for Creative Nonfiction. It will shortly appear in Korean, which means it could be a Solomon House bestseller as well, sir. He's chaired the Governing Council of the University of Witwatersrand for more than 10 years. I should say that in the past tense, 1998 to 2008, and remains involved in many charitable and public causes. Honorary Fellow of Keble College, Oxford, Honorary Bencher of the Middle Temple in London, with honorary doctorates from King's College London, the University of Witwatersrand, Oxford, St Andrews, and Sussex. It's a real privilege for us tonight to have such a distinguished old boy in our midst, and I, for one, am really looking forward to hearing him speak. Please welcome Justice Edwin Cameron.